Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed your spring break. Today, we would be reviewing Audience and Purpose. We will go over a short reading, and I will explain how I figure out the audience and purpose for that reading. And you will do a reading of your own and identify the audience and purpose. I would have another video using my phone to show you guys what you can do with Microsoft Teams, because it's probably the first time you guys are using it. So I will help you navigate or check out the features and what to do once you're in Microsoft Teams. But I will upload a different video for that. So for today, I mentioned that we are going to talk about audience and purpose. So this, for the audience, there are 3 important information you need to know: gender, age group, and interest. So when you are reading something, is the topic targeting males or females? Usually most things that you read, especially in school, would be both. So I'm going to add male, female, or both. If it's talking about fashion, maybe it's more for females. It's talking about sports, maybe the target audience is mostly males, even though females do play sports. But just so you know the difference, whether you should choose male or female. But as I said, it's mostly both. Age group. So who do you think would be reading it? School-age children. Usually the story would have pictures and less sentences. Teenagers. What would teenagers be reading? Right? Mostly about love or friendship. That would be like popular topics with teenagers. And adults, which would be people 18 years old or older. So for interest, what do people like reading? So for politics, you would say, okay, adults would be reading that more, and maybe some teenagers, ages 17 to 18 years old. Religion, history, psychology would be another interest, how people, think and why they act the way that they do, and whatever other interests there may be. I can include here travel, cooking, gardening, okay, whatever someone is interested in. Let's move on to purpose. So for purpose, there are 3 important information that you need to know. The different kinds are narrative, expository, and persuasive. So for narrative, it is used to entertain. Either it informs, explains, argues, or says something interesting. So for example, you are reading about baseball. It probably informs you about the history of it. It explains how you play the game, and it's probably something interesting if you are reading it and you like sports. So what I'm trying to say is you're not gonna find all of this or be able to, answer all of this. Maybe you'll see 2 or more of this information in whatever it is you're reading. The next one is expository. It informs the reader about important information. So basically, things that you read in school is mostly expository. It answers the 5 W's and 1 H. So what are the 5 W's? That would be the who, what, where, when, why, and the 1 H is the how. You're not gonna find a reading that has all of this. In some things that you would read, you would just find some of the 5 W's. Maybe the 1 H is not even there, but in some readings, it may be there. So, an example of this would be, the books we read in class, or something that you read in science or social studies class. That would be an example of expository. For persuasive, it convinces the reader to think differently. So an example that I gave in class before would be a commercial, right? When you are watching a commercial on TV, and it's asking you to buy a phone. Why would you choose an iPhone over an Android phone? Or why would you buy an Android phone over an iPhone? So they give you reasons to make you do something so that, you buy this product. or you donate to this organization. Okay, so they give you reasons for that. So let's read something and let's identify the audience and purpose. I will help you guys identify it. So what we're reading today is the Aztec calendar. So Aztec is a very old civilization in Mexico. They don't exist anymore, but it was a very powerful and very advanced civilization before. So we're reading about the Aztec calendar. So let's start. If someone asks you for today's date, you could answer that easily. You could state the day, month, date, and year. In short, your answer might be something like Wednesday, January 9th, 2014. But if you have lived in central Mexico 6 centuries ago, that same question might have been trickier to answer. At that time, your home would have been part of the Aztec civilization that dominated large parts of the region. You might have lived near where Mexico City is today. The tricky part is that you have used not one, but 2 calendars. One was sacred. It fixed the times of religious festivals. The other calendar was agricultural. So, it showed the best times of the year to plant. Okay, I just finished that. So as you can see, I highlighted important information. 2 calendars, one was sacred, the other was agricultural. So what W is it answering? The who, the what, the where, the when, or the why? It's actually answering the what, since it's giving me information and telling me something that I need to know or should know. We go back here, it's informing me, and it's answering one of the 5 W's. So I would say the reading was expository. Now you have to ask yourself, who would be reading this? Since it's expository, it's probably like school-age children or teenagers who are learning this in school. And we already talked about the purpose. So those are the questions I asked myself to help me figure out the audience and the purpose. So what's happening now is you're gonna look at your packet. You're gonna read something and answer questions about it. If you didn't get the packet, I will post a Word document on Microsoft Teams that you can read, and when you open it, you can type on the Word document and answer questions, and then you can send that document to me. So I will upload another video so that you guys would know how to navigate Microsoft Teams. So wait for that video if you don't have the packet, and if you have the packet and don't know how to use Microsoft Teams, you can still watch the video. So until tomorrow, have a good one, guys. Remember, your work is due by 5 p.m. today, so I need to get your work, so I have a grade to give you by today. Okay, have a good one. Bye.